All right, good evening, folks, and welcome back to the Wilderness Wargaming. Tonight we're doing a family special here. It's a recipe called shotgun shells, and everybody's getting all the meat cut open so we can get it stuffed in there and wrapped up in bacon and get these on the grill. So the shotgun shell is a family favorite. We can do these at home or while we're camping. And Jesse, would you kindly tell everybody what is in a shotgun shell?
You got your giant manicotti noodle and your sausage. We have 3 different flavors: sage, maple, and chop house, whatever that happens to be. I have no idea. And then we have bacon that goes around the outside of the shotgun shell.
Right. Yeah, so all you do is you take a big old manicotti noodle like these, the biggest noodles that I'm aware of. You stuff them full of sausage, wrap them in bacon, and throw them on the grill until complete. All three girls are going to be making these things, and we've made these in both campgrounds and at home. They're a big favorite, and of course, Her Majesty the Queen here is very excited about them too because she thinks she's getting one. Yeah, but what we're going to do is get these put together and get them on the grill. And in about probably about an hour, we'll be ready to eat. So we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so right now we're going ahead and stuffing the noodles. Becky, you want to tell everybody what you're doing there?
Well, you take a little bit of sausage, whichever flavor you want, and you put it into the end and try to get it to the other end. But you can go back to the other end and put it in there too.
Okay. Yeah, and what do we want to be careful of?
You want to be careful not to break the manicotti shells, because if you put in too much at once, it can crack.
Yeah, that's true. And I found that out the hard way. It is possible to kind of seal them back up with the bacon, but if you crack it too badly, that's not going to work. Now, manicottis normally come in these packages of 2 layers of 7, so that's 28. And what we found is that if you buy 3 1-pound tubes of sausage, 2 12-ounce packs of bacon, and 2 packs of manicottis, it works out to where you really don't have any leftovers once everything's all wrapped up. So I'm going to go ahead and get the fire started while the ladies here are busy stuffing and wrapping, and we'll be back in just a second. Okay, so as they say, many hands make light work. So we see here in the rack, we've got a whole full rack already nicely wrapped. Other ones are getting stuffed very, very quickly. And we're going to have these on the grill probably before too long. I need to get some beans started, and we're going to have some corn on the cob. Those are pretty straightforward. We might talk about those in another video real quick, but not today. Anyhow, this one thing about this recipe is if you're doing it all yourself, it's going to take a while. But the more people you have stuffing noodles, the quicker it goes. And I think we see some confusion here.
How have we ended up short a spot for a manicotti? Because we're using. Okay. Why are we using?
Oh,
okay. No.
Yeah, we also have a spot over here. Okay.
Well, Becky just took that out.
All right, so we'll be back in a little bit to show the complete racks. All right, so one thing we were going to try here was to see if we can take one manicotti and wrap it with cheese underneath the bacon.
I think it would have just made a mess.
Yeah, Jessica is not in favor of this idea. She thinks this is... What do you think about this, Jesse?
It's going to make a mess, and also it's going to be a pain in the butt.
So you think this is...
Not a good idea.
Yeah, Jesse's favorite phrase. This is not a good idea. But I did want to take one of them and try it out. Unfortunately, we don't have any slices of cheese available, and I didn't buy any at the store, so we'll have to try that out another time. Now, Jamie, what was your suggestion?
What?
About the cheese?
We were going to use Parmesan cheese.
Yeah, you could probably sprinkle some Parmesan cheese over and then wrap the bacon around that. Jesse's not down with the Parmesan either.
She's not down with
No,
anything.
I'm not down with any cheese.
Jesse's not about the cheese. you can see that cheese is a very emotional topic around here. Anyhow, we're not going to be doing that tonight, but it is a. If you want to try out the cheese wrapped and leave a comment in the comment section to let us know how it comes out, then please do that, and we will be excited to hear how it went for you. All right, so we have 4 racks of manicotti, and just a second ago, yeah, we almost had a shotgun shell thief here who's very excited about these. We have our beans over there. We have our beans over here getting ready to go, and the water for the corn is heating up. Becky is over here checking the last 2 corns, and we're going to get these on the grill here in just a few minutes. Okay, here we go. We're going to go outside and put these on the grill here. We're going to get the fire over here at the end of the grill because we're going to go for indirect heat. We don't want these directly over the hot because of the bacon will cook way too fast. So this is what we're going to do. Okay. We're just going to line these things up. At some point, I probably need to think about replacing the big beast. The beast down there wants to be in the middle of everything. We're going to make a nice little lineup of these. And this is something Dad always does because the girls aren't too... Well, Jesse's done it. The girls are not yet quite too keen on putting their hands over the heat, but that's okay. We learn in steps. We learn in stages.
Here's the next one.
Yep, here's the next package. Package number 2. Now, with these things, keep in mind these plastic containers are very, very delicate, and Jamie reminded us they have to be held with both hands. So you don't want to pick this thing up with only one hand unless you are cradling it like this. This plastic is very delicate. It's amazingly easy with barbecue or grilling to end up with food all over the ground if you're not careful and paying attention, because you're almost always doing it at a time where you're a little bit distracted.
Well, they do hold up if it's just the noodle. It doesn't hold up once you stuff it full of sausage and bacon.
Yeah, that's true. If it is completely full with nothing but noodle, it's fine because the noodles are hollow, but sausage weighs a lot.
Last one.
Yeah, to rotate them around too. You can cook the farther away ones on one side, and then as you flip them, you bring them into the middle. So here goes. We're going to close up the lid. Okay, so you may notice that this pot here is wobbling all over the place as we're trying to boil water. And this pot is one that we like to call the wobbly pot.
Or the jiggly pot.
Yeah. This is the wobbly pot, which is a family favorite because we get a huge kick out of how it jiggles all over the place as it's getting hot on the stove. We're about ready to start flipping these over. Notice that the bacon, everything's starting to get nice and hot. This is actually pretty nice and uniform and even. So we're going to flip these over, but what we're going to do is bring these outer ones in closer to the fire and flip them over. Okay, so we get a nice hot cook on these ones that are farther away. That's one thing with these recipes is you've got a lot of flipping to do. There's a lot of small individual pieces. And you gotta pay.
Happens.
Yeah, you always get a couple where the bacon. Ooh, yikes! Where the bacon starts coming off. That's okay. You just flip it back on there. It's not that hot. You can do it with your bare hands. It'll be fine. Just flip it over. Okay, so we're gonna check on these here. We're just gonna give some not quite. They do look done on the bottoms, but we're gonna get a lot of these flipped over. And get this bacon fully cooked on both sides. Now, you're not going to get completely uniform cooking with this. It's just not going to happen, at least not on charcoal. Maybe if you had a gas grill. So we'll get some of these in here. But we are going to flip them over. We're going to get them done, at least at a minimum, to being cooked outwardly. You don't have to worry. It's nice and hot in there. You're not going to get raw meat. When I say that we're not getting them all cooked the same, what that means is some are just going to be more done than others, but all of them will be done. All nice and cooked. Okay, so we're looking pretty good, and we're going to check back here in a few minutes, and we'll probably be ready after that. All right, And we're ready to get these off. As you can see, they're all nicely cooked up. The bacon is, well, some of them are a little darker than others, but that's okay. You're going to have that. Some are going to be a little bit crispy, although these are not bad. See that black? That's not too far in there. It's just a little. It's
And we had
some
no
are a
pops.
little more done than we would like, but most of them are just right. And
this is
the ones that are a little more done are not a lot more done, and that's what's really important. Yes, Her Majesty is out here stepping on my foot as she looks for greasy bits of shotgun shell to eat. There we go. And we'll just make a nice stack here as we pull them off the grill. Thanks for watching. We're about to go eat these delicious creation. Got them, Jay? Yeah. We really appreciate you. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, and click the notifications bell for more delicious campfire treats from Wilderness Wargaming, and we will see you back here very soon. Bye. Say goodbye, girls.
Bye.
Bye.